What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life and TV. I'm Poetry. Let me unplug this fan. That was pretty loud. All right, so welcome back to My Twisted Life and TV. I am Poetry. You are here for a recap and review of Money Heist. This is the final season. This is part 5. We're on episode 6, which is in the second part of part 5. Child, I don't know how you feeling, but I know over here in this part of the world, we still reeling over Tokyo's death. The professor, he is literally breaking down, y'all. He's crying, he's silent screaming, he beating up against the wall, he breaking mirrors, his heart is racing, his breath's getting caught in his chest because he's trying to escape from his lungs. He's in pain. I'm in pain. Rio is in pain. Everybody in pain. Rio's so much in pain, he laying on the floor, he can't move. He's still laying there covered in debris, wondering, how did we get here? How did we get here? Everybody losing their shit. Everybody is. And especially Monica. You notice we didn't call her Stockholm much through this episode. Helsinki did, but not too many people did. Everybody else kept calling her Monica. We noticed that she is on the floor laughing like a banshee, laughing like a hyena, hysterically, just laughing, just cackling. And Denver's like, what the fuck are you laughing for? Why are you laughing? Tokyo is dead. Tokyo is dead. She's like, Tokyo is dead? Tokyo is dead, fool. What you laughing for? She high off the morphine, child. She is high off the morphine. So it took her a minute to understand what he was saying. But ultimately, it hit her as well. She tell him, I just wanted the pain to go away. And then all of a sudden, her laughter turned to tears. Just quickly turned to tears, right? But who was laughing? Tamayo. He was laughing. Sagasta had radio him in, let him know we finally got one. He like, yes, about damn time. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Selena Oliveira, Selena Oliveira, also known as Tokyo, is down. Tamayo was racked with joy, racked with it. He like, put it on loudspeaker, let everybody know. Everybody need to hear this. Angel and Suarez, they over there like, they're the only ones not applauding this victory. The only ones. And they shouldn't. Because then Sagasta says, you know what? She didn't go down without a fight. She did not go down without a fight. Salvador, down. Kobo, down. Okay? Canales, down. And most of all, and most importantly, the funky bastard Bruce Willis looking like Caesar Gandia, down. Y'all, when I tell you I screamed with joy, I watched this at work the first time, right? And y'all know my Spanish ain't all the way fluent, right? So well, actually I couldn't watch. I was just listening, but I was still listening in Spanish. But I understood when they said that Gandhi was dead, I understood that moment. Gandhi Mujeres. I jumped up and baby, you just don't understand the joy. I was racked with joy. I was racked with joy. Oh, Gandhi is no more. Finally, we finally got that bastard. Oh, 2 more people was injured. You know, Vasquez and Atesh. I think that's how you pronounce her name. The girl. They was both injured. Sagasta stands there unharmed. You know what I'm saying? Tamayo was like, you know what? Let's wrap it on up. We got one of them. Let's get y'all the heck out of there. Sagasta's like, no, we're not. That's not what we've been doing. We came here to fight. We're going to fight to the end, okay? We're going to fight to the end. They won't know what hit them. They ain't going to suspect it, you know? So he takes Ortesh dog tags from her, too. So I guess he going to pretend that she dead, right? So who wasn't being held down? Alicia. Why? The professor is in the bathroom, like I said, filled with grief, having a nervous fucking breakdown at this point. She took this as her opportunity to get the hell out. She wanted to get Ghost, okay? I thought she was finna shoot them or maybe tie them up again, detain them, but instead, she snatched up baby Victoria. She snatched a gun and a car, and she bolted. She bolted. I was like, she gonna leave the other gun there? Then we saw her look back at it. I was like, okay, don't be stupid and leave the other gun. Well, when Marcellus finally realized what had happened, that she was gone, you know, The professor, he had his face in the toilet bowl. Literally, his face was in the toilet bowl. He was throwing water on his face and stuff like that. He finally snapped out of it. And then he snapped. He's going to take Alicia down. We got to go after her. Let's go get her, right? So, now when he went into the closet, the gun was still there. So she didn't take it. I was like, that's strange. Okay. And he didn't realize that her gun was missing. I guess it was a haste of it all. He wasn't really thinking straight. But yeah, she was gone. And she was speeding out of that doggone sewer drain, busting through the gates. It was like the road to freedom to her. Like, as soon as that sunlight hit her face, she was like, oh my God. Oh my God. She was like happy. Boy, she was happy. Meanwhile, Sagasa, he tell the crew, look, I got a man down in here, speaking of Vasquez, right? He needs to be evacuated. He needs a blood transfusion. He needs surgery. Everybody else in here did. Now, Palermo, he radioed in the professor. He like, hey, they want to talk. They want to negotiate. What's up? Let me know. Give me the go ahead. Go ahead and negotiate. Me and Rio, we heard this. We like, negotiate my ass. What you mean negotiate, right? So now we go back 5 years. Berlin is wearing his name tag, say Alberto Mendoza, electrical engineer or some type of engineer, industrial engineer, something like that. But we know, he is really Andres. Was it Andre? Andrea de Fanal. How do you pronounce his name? Andrea de Fanalodias. No, Fanalosa? Fanalosa. This is 2 L's. And in Spanish Castellano, 2 L's. This is a Y. So it was Andrea de Fanoyosa. I'm working on my Spanish. I'm working on it. Well, usually, Okay, so he in a helicopter with Marcellus, flying over the Barents Sea. The Barents Sea. Okay, speaking of Berlin, I'm going to take this pause for the call right here. If you do not already know, Berlin is getting his own spinoff. It's coming to Netflix in 2023. And as much as I despise Berlin, I will be watching. Why? Because Berlin is the mastermind to all these heists that we've seen. Now, again, this was based on a true story. If you wasn't aware of that, these were based on true events that actually happened. So I wonder if Berlin actually mastermind each and every one of these. But on the TV show, he did. The professor was called in by Berlin. Remember, they was brothers. The professor, the one that brought him in on it. All this stuff was already put in motion before the professor even came in. Berlin went back 9, 10, 11, 12 years. He'd been working on this doggone heist right here. This was the big one. And since his brother died, Berlin, y'all know Berlin is dead now. Since his brother died, that's why the professor is so determined to make this heist work, because this is the one that Berlin always wanted to do. And the professor always talked him out of it to do other heists. But this is the one he wanted to have happen. So now, right, 2023, Netflix, we watching Berlin right here on this channel, y'all. I'm telling you, I bet you it's going to be some mess. All them little small capers that Berlin do. Look her. Anyway, what he finna do right now is steal a doggone extraction pump. They're on an oil rig out in the middle of the doggone sea. And this is where he met Bagata, right? So Berlin, like I said, he been planning this heist for years. The pump that they're using right now to get the gold out of the bank is this exact pump that they finna steal right here. This meeting between them two was so damn awkward. Berlin came in being insulting as he always do, but at the same time seeming like he was kind of flirting with Bagata. And Bagata's like what they call a man's man. Like, I don't play that in a foo-foo shit. He snatched the Berlin, hung his ass over that doggone rail, looking down at that icy sea. Like, I would drop your ass in here quick. You'll be swimming with the fishes. Or you'll be ice cubes in their glass, one of the two, but you ain't finna be up in here making all little kind of remarks at me and insults at me. Now, he would have been over there in the water if Marcellus hadn't stopped, right? If he hadn't stopped him, he'd been over there in the water, but God was about to drop his ass, okay? But anyway, back in the day, or back in current day, Professor is telling Palermo, Alicia escaped, and I'm finna go after her. Palermo is like, what the fuck was you doing? Singing lullabies as she was walking out the door? Okay, that's not helping. That's not helping right now. So Lisbon had to get on there and like, look here, I'm gonna calm you down. You got this, boo. Don't stress over her. Go get her ass. That's all I'm saying. So the chase begins. Well, Marcellus and the professor, they hop in two separate cars and they head out the door after her. She flying down the storm drain. She on the highway whipping around cars. They flying out the storm drain. They walking down the not walking. They flying down the highways whipping around cars and everything. So Lisbon, she's about to go forth and get in with the negotiations. And Rio say, "Yeah, go ahead, go on, open up that door." Because this rocket launch is about to be up in their ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of being a good guy. I'm tired of patching them up like we the fucking heroes out of doggone time. We wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for me. Tokyo wouldn't be dead if it wasn't for me. Well, actually, y'all wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Tokyo. Tokyo is the one that left you, abandoned you, and then all of a sudden you was trying to reach out to and call all doggone time and y'all got found out. Anyway, Liz was like, put the damn whip down. He wasn't trying to hurt her. He was not trying to hurt her. So she bum rushed his ass. She bum rushed him, pinned him to the ground, and said if it was up to her, his ass would have been left rotting in the middle of that damn desert. Okay? Tokyo and Nairobi, plus those 6 soldiers, would still be alive if it was up to her. But we not there. You here now. You alive. Deal with it, Cupcake. Deal with it. Okay? So, Alicia, like I said, she flying like a bat out of hell. Got the baby in the front seat in the little pumpkin seat. The professor, he linked the cars together, right? You know, Bluetooth technology and shit. This mother got her on video call, man. And she's like, the fuck? What is you doing? You literally everywhere. He said, yeah, I know. I'm smart like that. I can track your ass. I can track the car. I know where you at all times. And you can't turn it off. This was a safety measure that we built to the vehicles, right? And he said, let her know, you know, if you escape, they gonna throw you under the jail. Tamayo is. He gonna have the shovel and drop the dirt right on top of your head. That's where you going like that. And she's like, so what? You so bored with your little life that you had with Marilo over in Thailand, that you had to go out and plan the heist and get everybody killed. You could have gotten Rio out on your own, but no, you wanted all the fireworks. No, your ego got the best of you, right? So Victoria over in the pumpkin seat, just crying, just my mama crazy, my mama crazy. That's how she was acting, right? She's like, this fool is gonna kill us. Cause now she looked up off the road, she tried to calm the baby down and took her eyes off the road, and there's 2 doggone 18-wheelers coming her way. First of all, why was both of these 18-wheelers on both sides of the road? One should have been behind the other one, but they on both sides of the road. She flying down the highway straight at them. They were smart enough to part the Red Sea, and she was able to ski through right through the middle of them. Took the side view mirrors off though. Tore that car up. Took the side view mirrors off. Victoria stopped crying for a second, looked at her mama like, bitch, you about to kill us. That's how that baby looked up. Anyway, she started crying, resumed crying all over again. So Marcellus decided he was gonna go around and cut her off. Because you know they got on GPS so they know where she is. He's gonna cut her off. The professor followed her, but he's not too far behind. You know, so now we having a game of chicken. She coming down the road on this end. Marcellus coming down on the road on this end. Or maybe it was vice versa, you know, but they coming at each other, right? And Marcellus was like, hey, dog, come on. Come on now. And Alicia said, hey, Marcellus, now you know doggone well, you don't want to kill us. You need to go ahead and pull over, because if you don't, you're going to hit us. You're going to run right into us. And you're going to kill a mother and her newborn baby. You're not a murderer. Marcellus says, girl, stop acting crazy. Stop acting crazy. She said, acting? Who acted? I am crazy. Baby, she put that motherfucker in gear, hit that gas, and started going like a torpedo to his car, man. Of course, Marcellus, he lost. He lost the game of chicken. He had to veer off the road. And then it was one of them slow motion, you know, fast and furious things. And she shot at his car. Pow! And in slow motion again. Pow! Took out the other tire. Marcellus' car spinning around. Cut to a standstill. And she rolled along. Going on. I said she done lost her damn mind. She crazy as that one thing. She is crazy as that one thing. She's about to kill that damn baby. She's about to kill herself. Woo! She was like, sayonara, bitch ass. You know, that she was up out of there. So the professor, he's still on the route. You know, he coming up hot on her tail. Marcellus on the side of the road like, Professor. Professor said, sorry about that, dog. I can't get time to stop right now. He didn't bother to stop to pick him up. So Marcellus goes to the car, grab his gun, and start running. Where you running to? You don't know how far they driving. He start chasing them. Boy, you crazy. You crazy. I'd have been driving in that doggone car and them busted up tires. I swear I would have. Anyway, back in the tent, Tamayo, he ended up brewing over the loss of the soldiers. Suarez like, we should have went in. We would have did it. All this, you know what I'm saying? And Angel trying to appeal to his softer side like, they had families, they had children. Somebody else said, children, hold up, children. He got the bright idea to use their deaths against the crew to appeal to the masses, y'all. Like, look what they did. They made widows and stole fathers from these homes. He's going to parade their corpses in front of the cameras, make it look like a spectacle, right? He wanted to show these disfigured bodies on TV. On TV. This motherfucker ain't got no heart. Tamayo has no heart, right? I ain't just say, so you finna turn these families' pain into emotional porn? Child, he said emotional porn. I was like, I gotta use that. I'm gonna have to use that term somewhere in my life. Emotional porn, right? Anyway, so inside the bank, they break through the wall to finally get to the side that Sagasta sitting on. He's sitting up there at the table like he king on the throne and everything. Somewhere Artesia is. I'm not sure where she hiding out. But Palermo, Lisbon, and Rio, they heading to the room, the kitchen. And Matthias hang back. I thought Matthias was hurt really bad, but he ain't hurt that bad. He hang back to shoot anything that moves. So Sagasta, he say, sorry. Yeah. Oh. Sagasta, he said, Vasquez is hurt. I need him to be wheeled out of here so he can get the attention he needs. I will stay here as your hostage until the heist is over, right? Palermo said, no, that ain't gonna happen, right? That ain't gonna happen. We gonna have the doctors come in. Both of the doctors come in here. You stay, he stay too. Okay? Then they have a little exchange of words, about how they so different from one another, but still the same. They have all that. And Rio and Lisbon, like they say, and they searching the perimeter, and Rio come up on the spot where Tokyo took her last breath. And you can still feel her spirit in the room. I had got goosebumps too. Me and Rio both had goosebumps on our arms. You know what I'm saying? And then he told her, like, the doorway to my heart is always open for you, girl, right? And he put the little door handle on her, and all of a sudden he just felt her spirit rise in the air. I said, she on her way to stairway to heaven. Stairway to heaven, stairway to heaven, and you're going step by step. That's what she was doing. That's what she's doing. You see all the little ashes, let's go up in the air. Yeah, she was on the stairway to heaven. I'm quite sure that's where Tokyo went. I know she was a heathen sometimes, but she was, she on the stairway to heaven. Anywho, Professor, he had tracked the car down. And he goes on this old building. It's pouring down rain and stuff now. Now remember, Marcellus is still running in the rain to get there. But the professor, he limping. Got the gunshot wound still in his foot. She not in the car, but she gonna leave baby Victoria in the doggone car, okay? He get inside and there she stand, gun in hand, and they about to have a face-off. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was doing, right? And she like, I heard whoever shoots first is the one who wins. And he said, don't test me like that. Don't play with me like that. Don't even play with me like that. So she go back into taunting him, making cracks about his masculinity, about his ego. He was like, fuck it, I done had enough of you. I done had enough. Pow! Fire. Nothing. Pow! I don't even know what I'm saying, pow. It was click. Nothing. Click. Nothing. Baby, when Alicia snatched her gun, what she did was steal his clip out of his gun. Or she emptied his clip. I'm like, Professor, you couldn't tell that gun wasn't the proper weight. You smarter than that. You smarter than a fifth grader. But anyway, she was like, I didn't think you was going to shoot me, you little funky bastard. But I'm glad that I didn't trust it. And I took the bullets out of the gun because I'd have been dead right now, right? So she tied his ass up again, threw him in the trunk of a car. I didn't get why they focused on the Bluetooth earpiece, though. Maybe it's because that's the way Marcellus could track him. I'm not sure. Like I said, because he's still on foot trying to catch up to them. But they showed us the Bluetooth that was on the ground. Now, I remember before they had showed us the doggone, what was it? It was something they had showed us. They had like a tracking device in it. So I don't know what the Bluetooth got in it anyway. I missed that Bluetooth. That's a Motorola. Those some good damn Bluetooths. You can go up to 500 feet away from your doggone phone, and that Bluetooth will still pick up. It played music, it had bass in it, and then they stopped making them. Why did Motorola stop making Bluetooths? Those were good. Anywho, we go back in the day, and Berlin has convinced the foreman that the pump don't work, right? and it has to be transported elsewhere for repairs. Now, what Berlin was actually saying was, tell this man we about to steal your shit. We done sabotaged it, we done took it, and we finna take it with us. Matter of fact, you don't have to pay us to get your shit up out of here, right? But that ain't what Palermo was translated. I didn't even know Palermo could speak English. That's what Palermo did. Palermo didn't say that to him. Him and Bogado was speaking English. Anywho, basically, he told him, look at all the pump don't work. We need to transport it to fix it elsewhere, and you got to pay us in advance to take it away. And the guy was like, okay, I guess we got to do it. We got to do it. Brilliant. Berlin is brilliant. Who in their right mind plans something so far in advance? Like, who thinks of that shit? I'm going to steal your shit from right underneath you 5 years before I actually need it, and you're going to pay me to do it. That's why I'm going to watch Berlin. That's why I'm going to watch Berlin in 2023. Well, in the bank, the surgeons have arrived. Something ain't right with that female surgeon. I'm not sure what it is, but they come in there to take her Vasquez in Stockholm. We're gonna call her Stockholm now because Helinski had been calling her Stockholm. He come in and she's like, look, he next, okay? So Helinski tell them about all the injuries he got. He got a broken tib, he got a broken fib, he got a shattered this, he got a shattered that, he got he had all kind of stuff wrong. He said, you know what you're gonna do though? You're gonna work on old boy first. Go ahead and fix him up first. We got heart. We got too much. This is what Rio talking about. Why we always gotta be the good guys? We're gonna sacrifice our lives just to get them fixed up. I'm just like, I ain't want no parts of that. I ain't want no parts of saving another motherfucker, okay? We saved Gandhi, like Rio said, we saved Gandhi ass and then he killed Nairobi. Saved his ass again and then he killed Tokyo. Now here we are saving another motherfucker from their team. Yeah. Anyway, so Lisbon decided we finna go live, you know what I'm saying? Tamayo tried to kill the feed, but he couldn't because every time they tried to kill the feed, our guys over in the Middle East, they would switch that shit up to another one. Boom, 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 right? Okay. So they did a live feed, and on the live feed, she told him, hey, Tokyo dead. 6 soldiers dead. This ain't what we supposed to do. This supposed to have been a rescue mission, and we done turned it into a war. There's casualties out there now. I'm saying? So, for all of those out there who is believing in us, it's time to stop. Cheering for us, time to stop. Go back to your homes. The crowd is like, the hell we will. The hell we will. United we stand. We ain't going nowhere. They started chanting, we not leaving. We not leaving. Now Tamayo is pissed. He's like, what the hell? What you mean? Because despite it all, they still riding with us. The people are still on our side, right? Your plans foiled again, Tamayo. Your plans foiled again. And he was like, this crybaby bitch, talking about Marilo, talking about Lisbon, right? This crybaby bitch has beat us again, right? Now we can't sing our little sad song. We can't play our little Christmas movie. And you say, well, there is a difference between y'all two. What she's saying is real. Okay, you was finna put some make-believe shit out there. She ain't faking the funk. So Tamayo stressed out. He make it home. Walks to the front door. Consuelo. Calling his wife's name. She didn't answer. Consuelo, you home? Now he know damn well Consuelo didn't go nowhere. She didn't go to get her hair done. She didn't have no friends that she played pinochle or bridge with. She was always in that doggone house with no food on the stove cooked. Something ain't right. Consuelo ain't answering. So he hit the alarm. Ding, ding, ding. You know what I'm saying? Hit the alarm. He immediately knew something was wrong coming through the door. Then he heard the baby cry. Little Victoria sounds so cute. I love the babies. I love the babies. So he goes into the study where he hears the sound. Alicia in there with his wife, tied the fuck up. She gagged and everything, right? Crying, just, he like, you all right? She's like, no, motherfucker, I ain't all right. She's saying that through the gag. Okay, so, where am I? Where am I? He like, you touch my wife. You touch her gray hair on her head and I'm gonna kill you. She says, by who? You gonna kill me? Not you. Not the one who didn't storm the doggone bank because the professor had you by the cojones. Not you. You ain't finna kill nobody, right? He said, I don't know who told you that lie. She said, nobody had to tell me. I was right there in his hiding place when he was negotiating, blackmailing you with those little recordings. Remember that? I remember it. I heard it all, right? So he like, okay, fine. Well, where's the professor now? So she puts on the professor's glasses. She's like, booyah. Well, she said voila, but that's being the same thing. Voila basically translates to booyah in English. It really don't, but it's close. Anywho, She's like, don't worry about it. I'm just playing. I got him. Don't worry your pretty little head. I could give him to you, but you know what I'm saying? I need some things for you. So, meantime, the professor was out there in the trunk of the car trying to plan his great escape, right? He was literally biting off the cushioning in the trunk to make an opening so he could try to bust through the seats. Man, okay, so Alicia's in there trying to negotiate her innocence. Like, you need to turn yourself in, put all the responsibility on you, and I'll turn over the professor to you. You know what I'm saying? It's easy peasy. Tamaya was like, now, why would I implicate myself like that? Why would I do like that? What if I don't feel like it? She said, if you don't, I'm going to pull a professor, not a professor, a Murillo, and I'm going to join the other side and make you feel the pain like never before, whatever that entails. You know what I'm saying? My words, not hers. She said, whatever you entails part, but still. Child, out there in the car, the professor done bit his way through the doggone seat of the car. Luckily, there was a turn, a rip. He was able to put his big ass head through, and he made it through. Okay, but inside, Tamaya was like, girl, fuck what you talking about. You got like 3 minutes to get the hell out of here because I already pulled the alarm, right? So Alicia walked up to me, pow, yanked him with the gun, snatched up the baby, and she jet, right? So at the same time, the professor realized where they was at. We in front of Tamaya's house. That means the cops is probably on their way. So he busted out of the car, ran into the building, pretended he was the doggone mailman trying to deliver a certified letter to the lady. You know, the police coming down the street hot and heavy. So the neighbor buzzed him in and he made his way up to the apartment. Like, hey, ma'am, can you come sign for it? Because 5C ain't there, right? But before she opened the door, Alicia got the cold hard steel pressed up to his face. He like this against the door. And he like, look her, I told you, you ain't gonna be safe. You ain't gonna be safe. You know what? We might as well work together. You know, Alicia looked down, see all these cops running up. I'm so glad they didn't have elevators. When they run up these doggone steps, she know that they want her too. She know they want her too. So when the lady answered the door, Alicia put her gun on her and they walked inside. Now they got a hostage inside the house. And you better keep quiet. But right now, Alicia is working with us. Or at least she working with the professor to get away from the cops. You know, she probably turned her back on us again because that's who she is. But for right now, Alicia is with the crew. Alicia is with the crew. Well, that is the opening of the mid-season premiere. You know, we only got 4 episodes left. Again, all 4 of them are already up on Netflix. But I'm still going to take this week by week. And thank y'all for being patient with me. Thank y'all for coming back and watching. If you like this video, if you laughed at any point, or if you giggle, sniggle, whatever you did at any point, hit the like button. If you want to talk about what I talked about, or you want to tell me I'm wrong, or tell me I'm right, or join in the conversation, leave your comments down in the comment section. And then subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. Okay? Better yet, you can join and become a member of the My Twisted Life family. I'll talk to you again soon. See you in the next video. Peace.